we're gonna need some more wine. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 shocking moments on Dead to Me. For this list, we're looking at the most jaw-dropping instances from the first 2 seasons of this Netflix series. In case you're not caught up, beware the following spoilers. Number 10. Ted was having an affair. Based on Jen's grief, we're led to believe that Ted was an ideal husband and that they had a strong marriage.
Bambi.
Checking out her dearly departed husband's laptop, however, Jen discovers that Ted was cheating with somebody under the username Bambi88. This turns out to be a much younger waitress named Bambi, whom Jen and Judy meet while sitting down to an awkward, heartbreaking dinner.
Ted. Ted's your boyfriend?
He was. I don't really know what he is now.
Ted and Bambi were indeed making beautiful music together, in more ways than one, for over a year. Judy, pretending to be Ted's wife, drops the bombshell that Ted is dead. But Bambi drops an even bigger one. Ted told his girlfriend/mistress that his wife had died.
I'm his wife.
No, that's impossible.
Impossible that he's dead, or impossible that I'm his wife?
Both. He told me you died.
While there were signs that their marriage was deteriorating, sometimes people just see what they want to see. Number 9. Steve's twin brother Ben. Given Steve's fate at the end of season 1, we all wondered how actor James Marsden would factor into future episodes.
Good morning.
Would Steve continue to appear regularly in flashbacks, or was this just a single-season deal for Mr. Marsden? Throughout the season 2 premiere, Judy repeatedly ignores calls from an unknown number. It's eventually revealed that the mystery caller is Ben, Steve's almost identical twin brother.
Steve has a twin brother?
He does.
You do?
Steve has an identical twin brother?
They're not
We're not actually identical. We're semi-identical.
Semi-identical.
Oh, you're semi-identical.
In another show, the twin brother trope may seem like an all-too-convenient coincidence. In a dramedy like Dead to Me, though, it is a legitimately unexpected and funny twist that fits the show's satirically soapy tone.
Am I dead? Did I die?
I don't think so. I mean, unless we're all dead.
Nobody's dead. No, we're not. Nobody's dead.
Plus, the only thing better than one James Marsden is 2 James Marsdens. Number 8. Detective Perez is Michelle's ex. With Steve out of the picture for good, Judy moves on with a woman named Michelle.
My mom keeps calling my ex-girlfriend to complain about me. So that's a cool thing I got going on.
What's to complain about?
The two quickly hit it off, and it appears Judy may be able to settle into a healthy relationship for a change. The only hiccup is that Michelle still lives with her ex-girlfriend.
I still live with her, which is a thing.
Your ex?
Yeah.
What seems like relatively small baggage at first turns out to be bigger than the airplane. Michelle's ex just so happens to be Ana Perez, the police detective intertwined in Ted's car accident, Steve's money laundering, and various other dilemmas that all tie back to Judy.
Hello? Oh, hell no.
Perez is so annoyed with Judy that she never wants to see her again, least of all in her ex's bed. Well, that's gonna be an uncomfortable morning after.
This is crazy. I mean, what are the odds that we would both know Michelle?
Well, I live here and dated her for 6 years, so my odds are pretty good.
Oh, yeah, those are solid odds.
How do you know Michelle?
Number 7. Judy sells out Steve. Throughout season 1, the guilt of accidentally running over Ted bears down on Judy to the point that she can barely contain the truth.
Have you ever harbored a secret? It's crippling. And I think it's taking a toll on my health.
When Judy approaches Perez with something important to say, it's suspected that the cat will finally come out of the bag. Vehicular manslaughter isn't the only secret Judy's been sitting on, however.
Steve Wood is a money launderer.
Instead of confessing her own crime, Judy reveals that Steve has been laundering money. While we knew that Steve was sketchy, we didn't anticipate the full extent of his criminal activity.
This is where he keeps his paper trail. That's what it's called, right? Paper trail.
What's especially surprising is that Judy's the one who rats him out, given her hopeless devotion to their toxic relationship. Judy's not off the hook either, as her evidence against Steve left an oil trail behind. Number 6. Jen's confession to Judy.
The night that Steve died, I was gonna kill myself. What? But then you called me, and you saved me. Oh, Judy. And maybe you saved me for a reason, so that I can do this for you now.
The first season revolves around Judy's secret about how Ted died. In a clever reversal of misfortunes, Season 2 finds Jen harboring a secret from Judy about Steve's death.
I'm responsible for all of this. If it wasn't for me, none of this would have happened.
You are not responsible for Steve's death. I am.
Cleaning up the crime scene together, Jen tells Judy that Steve physically attacked her, giving her no choice but to fight back. In reality, Steve said some horrible things to Jen and anger got the best of her.
He came here looking for me, and then he attacked you. Yes, it was self-defense,
No,
Jen.
it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't, Judy.
Jen finally fesses up when Judy plans to turn herself in for the hit and run.
He didn't attack me, okay? I attacked him.
No, you said that he was strangling you. I lied. You what?
Although this confrontation initially drives them apart, the scene ends with Judy breaking down in tears and Jen comforting her. Despite their odd couple dynamic, Jen and Judy share matching emotional scars, and this devastating yet hopeful moment is a testament to their friendship. Number 5. Another car crash. As Season 2 winds down, it looks like everything's gonna work out for our main characters.
You really didn't have to do this.
I wanted to give him something.
I know.
Not only are Jen and Judy off the hook, for the time being at least, but they're in the money. They celebrate by purchasing Charlie a car for his birthday and making plans for a getaway.
Do you want to go away?
Like on a vacay?
Yeah. I was thinking like a hut over the ocean situation.
That stop sign Jen fought so hard to get put up, though, can't prevent the next disaster looming around the bend.
Look what you did.
Look what I did.
That's your stop sign.
Yeah.
The new car is suddenly struck by another vehicle, and the driver responsible is none other than Ben, who turned to the bottle after receiving an upsetting phone call.
I will get carried away if
Like his late brother, Ben's instinct is to drive off, unknowing that Jen and Judy are the ones he hit. Number 4. Jen confesses to Perez.
You want to confess something? Wait, how do you even know where I live?
The Season 2 finale begins with Jen standing on Perez's doorstep, ready to tell her what happened to Steve. The conversation gets sidetracked when Perez opens up about Michelle moving out, briefly leading us to believe that maybe Jen won't confess right then and there.
It's really hard to turn it off when you're dealing with criminals all day.
Right.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
This makes it all the more surprising when Jen outright admits to taking Steve's life.
What'd you want to say?
I killed Steve Wood.
Oh, Jesus, Joseph Christ.
In another unforeseen twist, Perez doesn't take Jen down to the station, but instead escorts her to the body's burial site. Relating to Jen's tragic circumstances and receiving a crucial text from Nick, Perez gives her a get-out-of-jail-free card.
But you're gonna go home. Huh? And we are never gonna talk about what we didn't find out here ever again.
As the show's most straight-laced character, it's nice to see that Perez also has a human side, understanding that justice is multifaceted.
I don't want to be a cop right now. I want to be a person. And sometimes justice just works itself out.
Number 3. Judy ran over Ted. The first major twist comes in the pilot when Jen learns that Judy lied about having a dead fiancé.
You're Steve.
Yeah?
You're alive.
Having formed such a strong bond with Judy over their shared grief, Jen feels betrayed to find that Steve is still alive and actually her ex-fiancé.
Is Judy here?
Judy doesn't live here anymore.
She doesn't.
No, we broke up 2 months ago.
This is far from the biggest secret Judy's been keeping from Jen, however. Delivering enough twists to make a pretzel, the pilot ends with Judy going to a storage unit where she's keeping a 1966 Mustang with some considerable damage on the front. In case there was any doubt, it's soon confirmed that this was the car that ran over Ted, and Judy was behind the wheel. This may be the beginning of a beautiful friendship? ? Number 2. Judy confesses to Jen. We knew sooner or later that Judy would have to be honest with Jen about Ted's death, but that still did not prepare us for the big reveal.
I hit him.
No, I hit him.
No, I hit him.
I hit him. I hit him.
Judy.
I hit him.
Oh, God, I hit him.
I
Walking
had
out
a
the door, I had-
66 Mustang.
Sitting by the pool, which will become another crime scene in time, Judy gives a play-by-play of the awful night that changed their lives forever and the aftermath.
It was so dark. And I was driving and I didn't see a bend in the road and I took it too fast.
All the while, Jen just listens to her account, too stunned to say anything. The whole season has been building towards this crucial moment, and it's even more difficult to watch than expected. The greatest gut punch comes when Judy begs for Jen's forgiveness, valuing their friendship above all else.
Please. Say something. Please tell me what I can do to make it better. And to make things right. And I'll do it. I would do anything.
Jen only has 3 blunt words for Judy, which hit almost as hard as a car crash.
Please tell me what I can do.
You can die.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a bit surprised about Karen's husband being gay. She may be annoying, but I still feel bad for her. Although I will say orange wine is kind of overrated. Anyway, even though Dead to Me is full of shocking moments, that's basically all it is, there is one moment that rises above the rest. So let's look through some honorable mentions and then we'll see the most shocking moment on Dead to Me. Steve was in the car too. There's always money in the portraits.
I'm sorry.
Charlie finds his mother's confession letters. Jen burns the Mercedes. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Steve's watery grave. Discovering that Steve was in the car that night, Jen pieces together that he pushed Judy to keep driving after hitting Ted.
Judy said she wanted to go back, but she couldn't. Why not?
Feeling threatened, Jen pulls out a gun with tensions rising. Judy, meanwhile, is prepared to take Jen's harsh words to heart, having lost everyone she loves. Before Judy can take her own life, though, she receives an urgent call from Jen.
Judy, I need you to come home.
When Judy arrives at the house, Jen shows her Steve, lying face down in the pool, dead as a doornail. You know what they say, an eye for an eye, a cheating husband for an ex-fiancé. It was a killer way to close out the season, leaving us to wonder how Jen and Judy would clean up this wet, bloody mess. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.